3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
All right, halftime, big noon kickoff. Let's do this. Let's hit the books. Part of the Hammer Betting Network, sponsored by FanDuel, alongside the man, the myth, the legend himself, Joey Knish, producer extraordinaire, Zach Phillips. I am merely Brad Powers. Before we get into the second half action of this particular game that I don't think is going to be very competitive, before we talk a bunch of upsets in the brewing here in the noon window already, before we get to your questions and comments, let me remind everybody that Hit the Books is brought to you by FanDuel. Start your college football season off with a win at FanDuel, because right now, new customers can kick off the season with $200 in bonus bets. Just place any $5 bet and you'll get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. You can use them on spreads, live bets, overs, unders, so much more. You can visit FanDuel.com/hitthebooks to download America's #1 sportsbook. That's FanDuel.com/hitthebooks. FanDuel was one of the only sportsbooks that posted FCS in a somewhat timely manner today. So that's why we love betting at FanDuel. You must be, though, 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in D.C. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued at non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut, or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support. Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NEW YORK or text HOPE New York in New York. Knish, LSU's not looking too good. That was one of the best bets, and the money line favorite parlay that's not looking good and already dead. Florida State looks dead. Missouri looks dead right now. But the Crimson Tide of Alabama, the more things change, the more they stay the same. They get a missed field goal right before the half, and then they go right down the field, get a touchdown, and this one's over.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few seasons that you got to put in the dirt today. Wisconsin being one of them, because Van Dyke, RIP, are over props there. I talked to Greg. He apologized. That was going way over, and of course he goes down, and with it, the Wisconsin season goes down because Locke is terrible. And they might be like a 3 or 4 win football team. I mean, really, because I don't think there's much else going on that team at the moment, and with Van Dyke out there, nobody to replace him. Florida State season pretty much on the brink here. I think Memphis is on the 1 right now, trying to go up 2 TDs.
I didn't get it. They mismanaged it.
Yeah, I mean, still, we're talking about a Florida State team that might be are they going bowling?
No, not good. If they lose, they're not going to bowl. I mean, I'm 4-8's a lot more likely.
North Carolina State down 11 at half. McCall out.
Yeah,
another team.
Season's over.
The season's over. Joey K has some, North Carolina State futures. I'll be willing to sell at a nice discount after this game. ACC futures. So yeah, a lot, and no hiding from the LSU wrong side. Defense can't stop a nosebleed. I
think they can come back though. They're moving again.
I don't think they're going to cover, but it does look. I mean, their offense when it gets rolled, but the defense, all the talk about improvement, not seeing it. And Missouri, my guy Dylan is on the grass on the whatever they call the hill there at Missouri, watching them potentially lose to BC here. It looks like a pick live. So, a lot. I tell you, I picked the wrong week to go conservative in the round robin because there's some real big dogs barking this morning.
Yeah, let's start last night. You won the head-to-head on me. UNLV beats Kansas, ruins the money line favorite parlay there. But kudos to you for being right on that one. Wild game. Kansas dominated early, pick right before the half, and then UNLV gets a lucky. I mean, I don't know what they were doing before the half, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. They get the touchdown. They get the fumble. Somehow Kansas doesn't recover a fumble there in the fourth quarter. But big drive for UNLV. This is big for the group of fives right now. Memphis, if they can beat Florida State, UNLV's got a couple big wins. Boise's got at least a quality loss against Oregon. We're seeing these teams really go for it here as far as the one bid playoff. But you know what? I thought I was watching another South Carolina touchdown. Sorry, it was a highlight. I was like, what the hell? You got any? What about the Michigan Wolverines? That's a game I haven't watched.
You know what? I will say they've kind of dominated in the trenches on both sides. Kind of what you would expect from a Michigan team against a lower level, our kind of overmatched opponent. Warren, horrific turnovers. Other than that, it's been pretty dominant. They made a few changes on the offensive line, including at the center. That seems to be looking all right. But I'm not going to. I mean, you've got to get better. I don't know. Jack Tuttle needs if this team wants to go on a run. They don't have the quarterback right now, the quarterback play to do it. I know he's had a few good throws, but few horrific turnovers. Other than that, they're running up and down on him. So I don't think too much to take from that one other than it probably got a little cheap on Michigan there right before kick, which we talked about yesterday.
Yeah. Zach, can you pull up the second half? Because we do promise second half Alabama, Wisconsin game, just to see what that looks like. Or live, either or, just to see where that one's at. I don't have much hope for. So
it's steep. Oh, and it got open 7.5 is blowing through 10 at the moment. So,
is it? All right.
Yeah, you might. What's the live?
27.5. They're up 8. So that's 9.5. They don't have a second half. It looks like.
Yeah, no, they just do the lives.
What are we doing? We doing anything?
9.5.
I lean Alabama second half. I don't see. Locke's got to throw a bunch now.
Yeah.
I think he's turnover prone. Alabama. This ain't Saban's Alabama anymore. You saw that right before the half. Saban would have taken a knee.
Great point.
DeBoer goes for the kill, and I think that'll continue. So, not a best bet for me, but I would lean Alabama second half. Where you
Yep,
agree?
I'm with you there. I agree.
Anything under
Locke
10
is borderline unplayable. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. I mean, that's not to sound like fatalist with Wisconsin, but this is a program that was built under the Longo offense and put all their chips in the Van Dyke basket to get him to transfer there. And now if he's out for the season, which it kind of looked like, woo boy, it's going to be a long year.
Yeah, feel for them. NC State, just wow.
Yeah, NC State. Let's talk. So
you got some?
I don't know. I see Rocco in the chat. The money laundering that's going on in Mount Pleasant as they're getting steamed against 3 points every Saturday. So I don't know what is that. I mean, it was a competitive first half. I will say your central play, unless they take a dive in the second half.
Well, we'll see. I don't like talking about games. So clients got Central Michigan. You guys, the viewers, got Central Michigan. We'll see what happens there. Bud Elliott tweeted. I saw that they're betting like they know the final. So we're ahead of it right now. As of right now, we'll see.
Yeah, that was another one. Somebody with a lot of influence and a lot of money really hates Central Michigan.
Is it just me, or is it like a weird board? I'm talking the main board this week was weird. Didn't see much today at all. FCS board was non-existent. I tweeted that. We're like 45 minutes before noon and there's nothing. It's just frustrating. So let's get to the stars of the show. That's you guys.
I got a few extras I want to run by you though.
Okay.
And I know I know you like.
What do you got?
Give me Virginia Military Institute at the 45s that are out there. I think you played a 46. I grabbed a 46. I still like it at 45.
Is it still look up FanDuel, Zach. VMI playing Georgia Tech extra board. 3:30 kickoff.
45 and a half?
Best bet, 45 and a half. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. That
There
was
you
one
go.
I saw you liked. I was waiting for it. I thought it would kind of come up from that. To be honest with you,
I was waiting around, but yeah, that's
yeah.
good.
One other one, and this one's kind of gone. I didn't see you if you had a position on it either way. Akron Colgate. Any opinion there?
Uh no. You
Okay.
want to play Akron?
I kind of there were some 12.5 popping. There was some 13.
Yeah, where's it at right now?
Let's see what the crew at FanDuel had. I was again at 14. It was a pass for me, but now when it started dipping it,
13 and a half. Do you like it?
I
I'm gonna
I
leave it up
played
to you.
12.5 at. There's plenty of flat 13 around, so I don't want to give it as a best bet
All right.
when there's 13.
I'm fine with that.
On auto ray, but if you like that, I do lean. I like Akron at that one at 13 or better.
All right. There you go. Some extra board stuff. I like that. Craig in the chat, low scoring day. Yeah, to start, we'll see what happens. What happened with this LSU game? They missed a field goal. Unbelievable. Brian Kelly special teams at it again. Or no, they missed the extra point. They scored. I don't know. I still think LSU can win this game. I think Sellers sucks. I mean, I know he ran for the touchdown, but I mean, South Carolina should be winning by more. He had a couple of terrible turnovers.
Right.
Crestman, can I rip up my North Texas plus 320? Yeah, that one we didn't talk yet. That was unbelievable.
I have some 10 or 10.5 in that game. That is I'm gonna need a big second half.
Yeah,
back into that.
Unbelievable. Baby. Highest total on the board for the day, and Texas Tech almost got there by themselves at halftime. That's college football in 24. Howdy, also North Texas still alive, just playing. Thanks for these extra Saturday shows, fellas. I'm curious how much live betting and game day action. A lot of like FCS stuff, weather stuff, injury stuff. That's the big thing. Weather today. I mean, I got to watch some of these night games in the South, like Mississippi State, Auburn, a bunch of them. We'll see. But that's mainly what I'm betting. Did you bet? Obviously, two big injuries. The Wisconsin one, Grayson McCall. Did you get involved in the anti-Wisconsin and NC State?
I didn't get. I know there was better. I got a juice 13.5. Was looking out there after the Van Dyke injury when I saw him on. I didn't think seeing it live. I didn't think it was anything, and then I saw him on the cart and he's like hunched over in pain. So.
I'll be honest with you. He hasn't looked healthy all year. You know what he reminds me of this year? McNamara from last year. Didn't look healthy.
Yeah.
Me, and then gets injured, and he's I don't know, just didn't look right all year.
Pizza Man likes Miami of Ohio live or Cincy. I haven't watched a second of that game.
I haven't either. I know Tent likes Cincy pre-flop. I bet a little Cincy pre-flop, but yeah.
Well, Cincy's in the red zone right now, so.
They are all right. There you go.
You might get a better number. I didn't even. Let's see. The bot. Now, granted, Pizza Man. Granted, we're talking to a guy that there's no college football in his country, so take that for what you will. As far as 6 rushing yards.
They just took it. Did you see that Cincinnati? They must have. Did they just score? Because they just went blank. Screen went dark.
It froze it. There'd be a probably. Probably in the end zone there, so it was a 3rd and 7. So we'll see on that one. But yeah, if you want to, I think you get a little bit better than 6.5 here in a second.
That would be another team season on the line if Cincy were to lose this game. I mean, lose the Pitt and Miami, Ohio back to back. Satterfield start packing his bags. I'm serious. Holt in the chat. How bad is NC State? No,
and McCall's hurt.
Yeah. Over 8.5 will be a loser. Yeah, I would say over 6.5 might be a loser at this point.
I don't. I might even be a little bit more. Yes. So those NC State ACC futures are in the tank. If he's out for the year, that's another one. You put all your chips in that transfer quarterback basket, and they get hurt.
No, MJ Morris. He's at Maryland.
Right. Yeah. So.
I don't know.
I don't even know who it is. Who replaced McCall in this game?
I haven't even looked.
Looks like CJ Bailey, who's 1 for 3 for 12 yards.
Okay, I know this kid. True freshman, talented, looked okay in the spring game. So might have something late in the season after he gets some experience. So Not for this game. He's, probably wouldn't expect him to play. I mean, I just got, because I bet La Tech under, so their win total goes over now because they're going to win a game as a 3-touchdown underdog. So it's just, I get so pissed off. Crestman, at least Central Michigan looking good. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, everything looks good until it doesn't. Oklahoma State, Tulsa. Last I checked, Oklahoma State was up 28-0. I mean, that when you're big favorite out, I don't like overs when the big favorite gets up. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, no, I agree. Especially Gundy ball, he might want to just sit on it.
Yeah, sit on that.
Yeah,
that was when a lot of Tulsa money came in. Not looking so good there. Brent Hall, Florida State going to be 0-3. Yeah, I mean, they're getting, from what I've seen in that game, they're getting pushed around the line of scrimmage again. DJ looks terrible. I don't. There's nothing. What's the fix there? I mean, obviously,
I don't know. That
you bench DJ, but I mean, I don't know. The backup can't be that good. Otherwise, he'd have beaten out DJ. So, yeah, this could get real ugly for Florida State. ESPN and Herbstreit broke that program at the end of last year.
I mean, you got to talk about now. Like, how many games is Florida State going to win this year?
Sellers looks shaken up for South Carolina. Live bet. I've been almost thinking about this. I kind of want to live bet LSU, but he's shaking up. I just think this reminds me kind of the LSU Missouri game last year. Back and forth. You think LSU's dead and they come back?
It you said there was a 4.5. It just flipped to 2.5.
Yeah. He's shaking up. So
Sellers looks hurt pretty bad there. Well,
yeah.
You I was a little late to the trial, just pulling it up on FanDuel, and they moved it 2 points. So
yeah. Don't look so hot. All right. Keep it rolling here. This is unbelievable. Adam, BC might be the second best team in the ACC. Could be. I mean, what they're doing is pretty repeatable. I mean, it's not fluky. They're just beating people up. The play. I don't know. Their opening scripts are pretty good from what I've seen. So everyone gets on Bill O'Brien. I don't get it. I mean, guy went to what? The playoffs 4 times? Look at the quarterbacks he went to the playoffs with at Houston. I mean, I don't think he did well at Penn State. So, yeah. Wow. I don't know. Did Missouri just score for them to be? Yeah, they did. Fuck. That hurts my under. I was going to say, how is Missouri minus 6.5? Last I checked, they're down 14-3. Jesus. Unbelievable. See, yeah, your under looks good until it doesn't. Bert in the chat, how warm is BK's seat getting? Well, we'll see. This game ain't over. Again, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. They got Robbie Ashford in there now, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised they come back and win this game. So if he loses, it'll be warm. Irish guy 1026. Whoever put in that, I'm glad you brought this up. Avery Johnson over 100 rushing yards at 10-1 yesterday. Made up for BP's parlay. Yeah, Kansas. Oof. Yep. I don't know who that was. Remember?
Yeah, no, I remember yesterday. I should have told us where he was getting the price from. But yeah, no, that was a good one.
Crazy that Kirk Herbstreit advocates Wisconsin to punt on 4th and inches. Well, not Herbie. That would be what's his name? The Fox guy. Can't even think of his name. Who's the Fox guy? Joel Klatt. Joel Klatt. Yeah, he down 14-3, but wants Alabama to be aggressive with less than a minute. These decisions should depend on your offense and game state. Yeah, I didn't. Wisconsin had to go for it there. So yeah, I caught a little bit of that. Idaho State plus 11.5 from Jack Fletcher. I did not bet that one. You know what? Yeah, I did. I bet the opposite. I bet North Dakota. North Dakota to me they looked really good against Iowa State. They beat Montana. You could say flat spot after 2 big performances, but I just think North Dakota's a legit top 10 a top 10 FCS team. So
yeah,
boy, 9.5. Unless they got an injury, I like North Dakota.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That I like that 9.5.
I made that 14. So unless they got, I didn't dive into injuries. I just played power rankings. I like North Dakota minus 9.5. Brian 9451. I'm still sitting on. He's got a super chat here. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Still sitting on Purdue plus 11.5 ticket. Are we thinking that this thing hits 7 or below? Riley out. I haven't heard anything yet.
I haven't seen it either.
We're sitting pat with Purdue plus 11.5. How's that?
Yeah.
If Riley plays, it's good for us. So, I mean, because you can't get margin. The guy can't throw. So let's just sit on Purdue for right now. I haven't done anything with Notre Dame. Best bet for Charles was FSU second half under. How does this total get steamed up? Who's spewing crap out of the FSU camp still? It's bad here for the Noles. Yeah, I got to I'm going to tell you, man, that the FSU beat the coaching staff, everybody around that program. I got fooled. I won't ever get fooled out of that camp ever again. I mean, it's just it couldn't have been good. I mean, I'd have to check their eyesights. I mean, they have to get them into the eye doctor. Everybody involved with that program, because what I heard in the preseason, all spring, all fall camp was not what I'm seeing on the field for the third straight game. Unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, I've seen people and they laughed and made jokes about it. People are demanding, or subscribed to the 247 accounts and stuff. They're demanding refunds. So, because I mean, the whole beat talked them up. Not that they're national title contenders, but hey, this is still an ACC team. And I mean, nobody told me, we didn't think they'd be that great. Well, why weren't you telling me under 9.5? Unbelievable. No, we got BC, Missouri tied at 14. Fucking sucks. So we'll see there. Jared Rudder, new member. We appreciate you, Jared. Tyler in the chat. Portland State, South Dakota game canceled the whooping cough outbreak. No joke.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
And I didn't know that was even a thing. Maybe I'm ahead in this. I didn't know the whooping cough was like, I didn't know, is that back?
Wow. Interesting.
Good tidbit there, though. I love this chat. Only in the Hit the Books does someone give you that.
I did not see that. I haven't been on Twitter for obvious reasons, but wow. Interesting. Christoph Harper, Buffalo -10 live. I haven't caught too much of that game. A lot of steam on Massachusetts, so closed 3?
Yeah.
Have you caught any of that game?
I have not caught any. I just saw that it was a lot of Buffalo leaning on him early.
All right. Yeah, I can't comment on something I haven't watched. So I'm sorry on that one, Christoph. If I was watching it, I give a comment. John in the chat will be live at Auburn. Currently, it's raining its ass off. Yeah, doesn't look good. But the game time isn't for another, 4 or 5 hours. Let's see. Of course, I bet the over. So I'm probably. Oh my goodness, contest with Portland State called off. Whooping cough. Oh my God. Interesting. Portland State side. Portland's an interesting place. Holt, what number would you need for LSU money line if 16.5? That's a good question. What do you need on that?
Second half line looks like about -5.5, taking some steam, going to 6. So
on LSU?
Yeah. So
you want some money line. Is the money line out?
FanDuel should have a lot. Yeah.
Plus 102. Yeah, I think they're live. I think they win the game. But I don't think that's a best bet material.
Yeah, I agree.
So that'd be a big one coming down from 17-0. Shame on me for not betting it when it was 17-0. Alabama, the Crimson Tide just scored already. That one's done. I'm trying to think. Adam in the chat, Minnesota, Nevada leans.
Getting hit right now.
What's getting hit?
New Mexico against Auburn. That we just saw in all the 26s are getting bought up here, going to 24. So
yeah, it's a new quarterback for Auburn. Not looking good.
That's if you if you shop at FanDuel, that's a little stale there. So I'd recommend that.
No?
26.
I don't want it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take some for myself. So
okay.
if you
mark it down. Put it down. Boom.
Yeah, there it goes.
Look at that.
Goes.
They're watching.
There it went.
Big Brother's watching, man. They are watching. We're gonna have to start our theme. We're gonna have to change up our theme music. That Rockwell song, the old song with MJ in the background. Adam in the chat, Minnesota, Nevada leans. I lean Minnesota there, but value got wiped out. And also Mizzou is going to come back. Yeah, I would agree. Mizzou will probably come back.
Yeah. It's already tied.
Yeah.
The comeback's already here. It's on.
You got any closing thoughts? Anything else? I mean, we gave out a few best bets.
Yeah. No, I think hopefully second half of the day gets a little bit heater, and then we'll go from there.
Illinois just
Joey
scored.
Pinot. God, I don't have any extra, Joe. I just had the the apologies from Greg on the pod.
Illinois just scored. They're up 14 already, so not good. All right, buddy. I'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see the chat. I'll see everybody else on Monday at 5:00. You just watched an episode, halftime special of the Alabama-Wisconsin game. Hit the books, part of the Hammer Betting Network, sponsored by FanDuel.